Good morning. So today what I'm going to do is try to show you how to practically use one of these HCSR04 ultrasonic transducers. Last video I showed you how to install the library and make it do something, just read values. Today we're going to hook it up to this robot real quick and actually watch it react in a crude sort of way. So let's take a look at it again. Quick review. It's a 4-pin device. The outer pins are ground and power. Okay, and if you follow them along, you'll see that I have them split here. So the ground and power go side by side, and the power is hooked to the center row of pins, which is powered at 5 volts. It's set by this jumper here. And of course this outer one, the blue one, is going to the ground set of pins, the furthest away from the chip. So that gives us our power and ground. If we follow the green and yellow wires, okay, the green wire is echo, and I currently have echo going into the signal pin 0, and the yellow wire is trigger, and I currently have trigger going into signal pin 1. Okay, so there's our basic setup. Now let's see if we can use it. So first thing let's do is let's open up our Arduino and get ourselves a new sketch. We'll just get this one out of the way. Okay, so we got a brand new sketch. And what we have to do first is import the library. Yes, import the library. So let's go to Tools. No, let's not. Let's go to Sketch, and we want to include a library. From the last video, you've already installed it, and you should have this HCSR04 down here. Okay, you click it, and lo and behold, there it is. We've included the library. What I like to do at this point is any library that has an example, which most all of them do, it's nice to have it opened up side by side so you can copy and paste any relevant information. So I'm going to go to Examples, and I'm going to find the oops, off your screen, but it's just down here, HCSR04 example, and now I've got the example we played with before. So the relevant pieces of code that we need this setup here, and we're going to throw it right there. And let's actually just steal this because it's faster than typing. And let's steal, I'm going to deal in today in inches. And so, well, let's just take this whole block and we'll delete what we don't need. So I'm actually going to stick this right in my main loop. Could argue I could have just started here, but we're going to do this. Okay. And we're going to close that out. So first thing we should do is test to make sure it's working. We might put more than one echo on here, transistor, so I'm actually going to rename this. I'm going to call this, we'll call it our front echo underscore. We'll go that way. And then it's real important then to follow through if you're going to change the name here. Well, you're going to have to change the name here. And you're going to have to change the name here. Oh, and here. And probably one below. But we're going to get rid of some of this anyway. Okay, so now if I install another one, I can have a right echo or a left echo, and I'll be able to work with them all at the same time. And so the next thing we have to do is set up these pins. Okay, I said that my echo pin was pin 0. So echo is the first number we can see from here. So we're going to set that at 0. And we're going to set that at 1. Okay? And I suppose at this moment we can test to make sure it's actually properly wired by just loading it up. We'll have to save as, let's call it, actually I want to delete it, so I don't want to keep it out. Let's see, you can tell I commonly call things delete. Here, let's just read it right over to delete me now. Okay, oh, that didn't work. Delete me now. Yes, okay, and that way I'll know when I come across it, just delete it. Alright, and let's load it up. And hopefully we'll get some data out of it. Oh, I should have done this once again. I should always do this once before I record the video. There, that time I paused, so you won't have to wait so long. And I'm going to open up the serial monitor, and lo and behold, it's working just like it should. Okay, so let's go ahead now, and we'll push this aside over here for the moment. Put it up high. And let's get rid of the junk we don't need. Well, let's see now. We said we weren't going to do centimeters, so I'll get rid of that. And I guess that's it for the moment, because we'll probably end up changing a lot of this stuff. Let me get rid of some of this because I don't want it right now. And now let's go ahead and import in the motion module. So to do that, we want to include, add a file, and we want to find the motion module, and I have it in a couple of different places here. Let's go with here, motion module, open it up. Okay, and now we have the motion module. If you recall, if you've seen these videos before or seen me in class, one of the things we have to do is we have to set up our servos. All right, this particular motion module has it all in the grayed out commented stuff. So I'm going to take this whole block right here. You can get it from some other piece of code, and I'm going to put it up here in my header information. Okay, so let's confirm it. For most important things is the left servo and the right servo are on 11 and 12, and you can see I have mine connected down here on 11 and 12. And you would think this would still work, but let's not forget we also have to set the direction of the pins. So I believe I have a chunk of that here someplace. There we go. So the other piece of code you need to include, of course, is you need to tell the servo pins to be outputs. Okay, and then the other thing which I like to do anytime you're sucking down lots of power with motors for sure is let's get the onboard LED going so we can play with it. Whoops, I didn't mean to put it. Yeah, I did. Okay, and then let's do this. Let's do a we'll just make it flash once. And double play for say 500 milliseconds. Okay, I'm going to just check it and make sure I haven't done anything tragic yet. It's not going to do anything. I just want to make sure I haven't written any bad code. Okay, so it looks like everything's accepted. I've got my servos. I've got my setup. So let's go down and actually make it move. So let's go here. And we said we don't even need this. We're going to get rid of this. We're not going to read the centimeters. We're just going to read inches. And let's right here, let's call the motion module, and let's throw in here forward step fast. We'll just make it move. Okay. And let's do this. If front echo is less than, say, 6 inches, then let's do we'll make it go backwards. And we'll make it turn right slowly. and let's make it go backwards, I don't know, 100 steps, and we'll make it turn right slowly, 100 steps. Okay, and we'll check to make sure we got the right number of brackets. It looks like we do. Let's clean it up. Control T. Alright, and the next thing we need to do is, for the moment, let's take this and just comment it out, because we know that printing makes it really slow. So what should happen is it's going to take the data in, it's going to take a step forward, and it's going to ask the question, if the data gathered in inches is less than 6 inches, then I'm going to back up for 100 steps, and I'm going to turn right slowly for 100 steps, and then I'm going to repeat and check again. So let's load it up and see if it works. Error compiling. Let's take a look at why. Hold on, I'm going to pause it so you don't have to sit there and watch me figure this out. I'll be right there. Well, that was stupid. You guys should have yelled at me. I forgot the semicolons. Okay? And let's see if it works. Okay, and we'll turn it on. And yeah. Okay, well, you can't see my hand there, but every time you see it switching directions, it's because my hand is going down. I can zoom out a little bit maybe with my camera. When I get my cluttered desk. Well, okay, but it's working great. Okay, so it's going forward, my hand goes in, and it switches directions. So that is it, and I will see you again soon.